Peace, love, and Gnosis Ya'll. I like to do this frequency transmission on scapegoating. See, scapegoating is what usually occurs when, in my view, when someone else happens to have a different stance, a different particular stance that happens to bring to awareness of, to a certain person or a certain group, certain part, collective of what the fuck is really up with them. And since they can't handle that shit, since instead of them send the fuck back and realizing, this is type of shit, thought, stance, feeling, whatever that I need to sacrifice in myself. Nope. They just like, nope. They project they bullshit and make that other person, group, the sacrifice. Like I said, you could just be mind your own fucking business. You just be mind your fucking business, marching your ish and stuff like that. Now I call it, see, it's real scapegoating and stuff like that, cause some people cry out some people cry at scapegoat. No. If you did something, if you did something, your actions was particularly to intentionally cause detriment of somebody or a part of the collective, you cannot cry scapegoat. You can't fucking cry scapegoat and shit like that. You gotta take responsibility for your shit like that. But true scapegoating is okay. I say you ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing but just be you. Mind your own business, going along your own shit, and folks won't turn around and blame you. Somebody, folks won't turn around and blame you for what the fuck wrong is going on with them and shit like that. That's true scapegoat. Same way it could be a one part collected against the other part collected. Like one part collected point fingers at the other part collected. That ain't cause them no shit. No shit. No shit. See, when you've been made feel like you gotta take extra responsibility for somebody else's shit and shit like that, and like you been fucking scapegoated. You scapegoat, especially when they make you especially when they make you feel like, oh, you the problem. Okay, you the fault, you the blame for they bullshit, for they shit, because instead Instead of going within their selves, stuff like that, and look at their actions and shit like that, and see what fucking part they need to sacrifice themselves, shit like that. You end up being the motherfucking sacrifice. You end up having to pay for their malevolence. You know? And escape, shoot, like I said, and also a lot of instance of scapegoating happens to happen when um within a group, within a certain part of the collective, stuff like that. Say for example, say for example, like one part, like, you know, person or people within that certain part collective, stuff like that. Okay, they might shift their view, their perspective. They might shift their frequencies on certain on a certain, like, on a certain stance, you know. And then that might cause the rest of the members of that group or that collective and stuff like that to question, to see some things, be illumined on some things that cause them to question, you know, their actions, their motivations, you know, their feelings about something, their thoughts about something. And then they then then they start to see where they're in error, where they're going about things wrong and shit like that. So instead of dealing with that shit themselves, instead of taking sword or wand or whatever, and, you know, reading that shit with it, instead they choose to use that shit against that person or them people, against that person or them people who caused them to see that by their shift. So peace, love, and Gnosis, y'all.